Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel English Achieve. Have you ever wondered why some people dislike you even when you've never hurt them? Why do people feel jealous of you when all you've done is care, give, and love? This is a mystery that many empaths face. Empaths are special people who feel deeply. They sense the emotions of others, they listen with their hearts, and they give without asking for much in return. Yet, instead of receiving love, they often attract envy. You might think that kindness should bring kindness back, but in reality, it often brings jealousy instead. People may not understand why someone can stay calm in difficult times, forgive easily, or show love without expecting anything back. They see your light, your peace, and your honesty, and instead of being inspired, some feel threatened. This can be confusing and even painful for an empath who only wants to bring goodness into the world. In this motivational lesson, we will explore why empaths attract envy, what it really means, and how you can stay strong and confident even when others are jealous. I will share this in a story-like, easy-to-follow way so you can not only listen and understand, but also improve your English while learning valuable life lessons. Stay with me until the end, because once you understand this, you will never look at envy the same way again, and you will discover the hidden power you carry as an empath. Chapter 1. Who is an empath? An empath is not just a kind person. Many people can be kind, but an empath carries something deeper. An empath is someone who can feel the emotions of others almost as if they are their own. If someone in the room is sad, the empath begins to feel that sadness inside their own heart. If someone is joyful, the empath feels joy too, almost like it belongs to them. This deep sensitivity is not something they choose. It is part of who they are. It is a gift, but it can also feel like a heavy burden. Empaths are like mirrors of emotion. They reflect back what is around them. For example, imagine walking into a room full of stress and tension. Most people might just notice the raised voices or the frowns. But an empath will actually feel that stress inside their own body. Their stomach may tighten, their chest may feel heavy, their mind may grow restless. In the same way, if they walk into a space filled with laughter, peace, or love, their whole spirit feels lighter. This is why many empaths often prefer calm environments. They know that the energy around them will quickly become the energy inside them. Because of this deep sensitivity, empaths usually have soft and caring hearts. They are often the people others go to for comfort, advice, or a listening ear. While many might offer quick solutions, empaths offer presence. They sit, they listen, they truly understand. They don't just hear the words you speak, they sense the feelings behind your words. They can notice when your smile is hiding sadness. They can feel when your laugh is covering pain. This makes them trustworthy friends, partners, and guides. Many times, people feel safe around empaths without even knowing why. On the outside, empaths may look quiet, reserved, or gentle. They may not always be the loudest voice in the room, yet their presence is powerful. Have you ever noticed how some people bring peace just by walking into the room? That is often the energy of an empath. Without trying, they shift the mood. Without speaking, they make others feel understood. This is why people are naturally drawn to them. But here is the truth. Empaths are often misunderstood. Because they feel deeply, others sometimes see them as weak. In a world where toughness, speed, and competition are praised, the softness of an empath is not always valued. People may think they are too sensitive or they care too much. But in reality, their ability to feel is not weakness, it is strength. It takes courage to remain open-hearted in a world that can be cold. It takes strength to keep caring when others have stopped. To be an empath is to carry both joy and pain. It is to love deeply, but also hurt deeply. It is to notice details that others overlook, to see beauty others ignore, and also to see pain others hide. This special gift makes life richer, but it also makes life more difficult. And here is the paradox. The very gift that makes empaths special is also the reason they often attract envy. Their ability to give, to love, and to understand becomes a mirror that others cannot always face. Some people do not admire this gift. Instead, they feel jealous of it. This is why so many empaths find themselves targets of envy, even when they have done nothing wrong. And so, to truly understand the life of an empath, we must now explore why this happens. Chapter 2. The light that triggers darkness. Imagine a lamp placed in the corner of a dark room. The lamp does not struggle. It does not shout. It does not fight against the darkness. It simply shines. Its light spreads quietly, yet powerfully, and the darkness begins to disappear. But here is the interesting part. When the lamp shines, it also exposes what is hidden. Dust on the floor, stains on the wall, broken objects that could not be seen in the dark. All of them are now visible. This is what empaths do in the world. They shine without trying. Their kindness, honesty, and purity naturally light up the space around them. And in doing so, they reveal what is hidden inside other people. When an empath enters someone's life, they do not just bring comfort, they bring truth. Their calmness reveals another person's inner chaos. Their honesty highlights someone else's lies. Their generosity makes another person's selfishness stand out. The empath does not expose these things on purpose. They are not trying to make anyone feel small. Yet simply by being who they are, they show others the places where healing is needed. And not everyone can handle that kind of mirror. People who are secure and strong often feel inspired by empaths. They admire their light and feel encouraged to grow. But people who are insecure often feel threatened. Instead of saying, "I want to learn from this person," they begin to think, "Why can't I be like that? Why don't I have that peace? Why can't I love like that?" Instead of turning inward to improve themselves, they look outward and direct their frustration toward the empath. This frustration transforms into envy. This is why some people may dislike you even when you have done absolutely nothing wrong. You may have spoken kindly. You may have been generous. You may have shown patience. And yet, instead of receiving love in return, you face coldness, distance, or even anger. It is confusing, but the truth is simple. It is not really about you. It is about what you represent to them. You hold up a mirror to their soul, and in that mirror, they see everything they wish they could be but are not. Your kindness reminds them of the times they were cruel. Your calm spirit highlights the storms inside their heart. Your honesty shows them their habit of hiding behind lies. Your willingness to forgive shines light on their grudges. And here is the choice they face. They can either learn from you, or they can envy you. Sadly, many people choose envy because learning requires humility, and humility is not easy. Think of it this way. The sun shines on both flowers and weeds. The flowers use the sunlight to grow tall and beautiful, but the weeds twist in jealousy, competing for space, even though the sun is not trying to harm them. In the same way, your light will help some people grow, while others will only feel irritated by it. That is not your fault. It is simply the nature of light. So, when you find that someone dislikes you without reason, remember this truth. Their reaction is not a reflection of your worth, but of their wounds. Your light has touched something inside them they are not ready to face. Instead of lowering your light, continue to shine. Because while some may envy you, others will be inspired by you. And those are the people your light was always meant to guide. Chapter 3. Why Envy Targets Empaths. Envy is a strange and quiet force. It does not always shout. Often it sits in the heart like a small, cold stone, slowly growing. Empaths do not usually seek attention or power, yet envy finds them again and again. To understand this, we must look closely at the simple truths that make empaths so easy to admire and so easy to be envied. Here are the main reasons, explained slowly and clearly so you can feel them, learn from them, and use them to protect your heart. 1. Empaths give without expecting. Most people give because they want something back. They give compliments to get a return compliment. They help to receive praise. But an empath gives from the heart. They give time, care, and comfort without a list of conditions. When others see this, they sometimes feel small. They compare their own giving and think, "Why can't I do that?" That comparison becomes a quiet sting. Instead of admiring the empath, some people turn that sting into envy. They imagine the empath is blessed or lucky, and they forget that giving simply comes naturally to certain people. For an empath, giving is like breathing. For some onlookers, that natural breathing becomes a reminder of their own hardness or fear, and envy grows. 2. Empaths radiate peace. There is a special kind of peace that empaths carry, a calm that does not need to explain itself. This peace is like a river that runs steady even when storms come. Many people live with noise inside them, worry, anger, scattered thoughts. When they meet an empath and feel that steady river of calm, it feels strange and almost unfair. They begin to ask, "Why am I so restless when this person can be so calm?" That question, left unanswered, turns into jealousy. The calm of an empath is not a prize to be won. It is a practice they build slowly over time. But others often see only the result, not the work, and they envy the quiet outcome instead of learning the gentle steps behind it. 3. Empaths attract people naturally. Empaths have a way of making people feel safe. They listen with their full attention. They do not hurry the story, and they do not interrupt the pain. This kind of listening pulls people in. When a group gathers to share secrets, photos, or fears, empaths are the ones people sit near. They become a center of quiet gravity. For some, this natural gathering is beautiful. For others, it stings. They wonder why the empath draws more respect or affection without loud words or grand actions. Instead of seeing that good listening is a skill anyone can practice, they turn that admiration into jealousy. Jealousy then feels like a small burn, an attempt to reduce the empath so the envy feels less sharp. 4. Empaths are authentic. In a world filled with masks, an empath often stands with no mask at all. They speak honestly, they show real tears, and they behave in ways that match their true feeling. This honesty can free others, but it can also frighten them. People who hide behind their masks prefer that others do the same. An empath's authenticity becomes an accidental mirror that shows the cracks in someone else's mask. That reflection is hard to face. Instead of removing the mask and learning to be real, many people choose a different path: blame and envy. They tell stories about the empath's faults or act coldly to make themselves feel safer. This is not about the empath's error. It is about another person's fear. 5. Empaths have inner strength. Softness is often confused with weakness, but empaths teach us that softness can be the strongest armor. Empaths survive pain and keep opening their hearts. They have learned to stand through storms and still offer help to others. When people see this resilience, they sometimes feel ashamed of their own quick gives-up moments. They measure themselves and find a gap. That gap can grow into envy. Instead of celebrating the empath's ability to rise again and again, some people allow envy to shadow their gratitude. They may criticize, distance themselves, or even speak cruelly to hide their own lack of courage. When we look at all these reasons together, a clear pattern appears. Envy is rarely about what the empath does wrong. It is about what the other person cannot yet become. Empaths hold a kind of mirror that shows both light and shadow. Some people will use that mirror to improve. Others will break the mirror and throw the pieces at the empath. The choice is not yours to control. Your choice is how you respond. So if you are an empath, remember this. Envy is a sign your presence matters. It shows that your way of being touches deep places in people. Do not let envy make you small. Learn to protect your energy, set boundaries, and keep practicing the quiet strengths that attracted attention in the first place. Your heart is not the problem. Other people's eyes simply have work to do. Chapter 4. The Pain of Being Envied. For empaths, attracting envy is not a victory. It is a wound. Many times they do not even know why someone dislikes them. They may enter a room with kindness, speak with respect, and treat everyone fairly, yet still feel a coldness in the air. When an empath senses this, their first instinct is to blame themselves. They wonder, did I say something wrong? Did I hurt this person without knowing? Why do they treat me this way? This self-questioning creates deep confusion because empaths live with open hearts, and open hearts long for harmony, not conflict. The pain of being envied grows in different shapes. Sometimes it appears as gossip. People who envy an empath may begin to spread lies or small half-truths to damage their reputation. They may twist the empath's kindness into weakness, or invent stories to make others doubt their character. For the empath, this feels like betrayal. To love someone sincerely and then hear their voice speaking against you is one of the heaviest burdens a sensitive heart can carry. Other times, envy shows up as distance. A friend who once laughed and shared secrets begins to withdraw. They do not return calls. They no longer share stories. The empath feels the silence but does not know why. That distance is rarely explained. It just grows, leaving the empath with questions that have no answers. This hurts deeply because empaths value connection. Losing it without reason feels like losing a piece of themselves. Envy can also transform into silent competition. Instead of celebrating the empath's achievements, some people try to outshine them in small, hidden ways. If the empath succeeds at something, the envious person immediately points to their own success, trying to make it louder. If the empath receives praise, the envious person feels the need to steal the spotlight. For empaths, who never compete in this way, such behavior feels strange and disheartening. They are not trying to stand above others. They simply want to live honestly. Yet others turn their honesty into a stage for rivalry. This constant battle with envy leaves scars on an empath's heart. They may begin to shrink themselves. They may talk less, share less, and even hide their talents, hoping it will reduce the envy around them. But this only adds to their inner suffering. Deep down, they know their light was not meant to be hidden. Still, the rejection and jealousy of others can make them doubt their worth. The greatest pain of envy is that it attacks the innocent. Empaths are not perfect, but their intention is rarely to harm. They give because giving is natural to them. They shine because light is part of who they are. Yet, instead of being thanked, they are punished with envy. This feels unjust, almost cruel. It makes the empath ask again and again, "What did I do wrong?" But here lies the truth that every empath must understand. They did nothing wrong. Envy is not a punishment. It is proof of their impact. A tree full of fruit attracts stones, not because it is bad, but because it has something valuable. In the same way, empaths attract envy because their light is real. Their calmness, love, and authenticity remind others of what they lack. The envy does not mean the empath is guilty. It means they are powerful. To carry this truth is not easy, but it is necessary. The pain of being envied will never fully disappear. But when an empath learns to see it as a reflection of their light rather than a flaw in themselves, the pain becomes easier to carry. Instead of blaming themselves, they can stand stronger, knowing, "This envy is not my fault. This envy is only a sign that I shine." Chapter 5. How to handle envy as an empath. Envy is something every empath will face in life. When you shine brightly, when you carry kindness, when you live with honesty, others notice. Some admire it, but others resent it. They see your light as a mirror that reflects their own insecurities. Instead of being inspired, they may feel jealous. And when that happens, you as an empath may feel confused, hurt, and even guilty. But here's the truth. Envy is not a punishment. It is a sign that you are doing something right. The key is to learn how to handle it with wisdom, strength, and compassion. Let's explore 5 powerful rules that can help you not just survive envy, but rise above it with grace. Rule 1. Don't dim your light. The first instinct of many empaths when they sense envy is to shrink back. They may think, "Maybe I should tone down my achievements. Maybe I should stop talking about my blessings. Maybe I should hide my joy." But this is the biggest mistake you can make. When you dim your light, you betray yourself. You take the beauty of who you are and bury it just to make others feel comfortable. But ask yourself this: why should your success, your kindness, or your goodness become smaller because someone else feels insecure? Their jealousy is not your responsibility. Your light is your gift to the world. If your honesty makes someone uncomfortable, let it. If your kindness bothers them, let it. If your growth triggers them, let it. You are not here to make everyone comfortable. You are here to live fully. The sun does not apologize for shining, and neither should you. Keep glowing, keep loving, and keep being yourself. The right people will celebrate your light. The wrong people will be blinded by it. Either way, don't ever switch it off. Rule 2. Protect your energy. As an empath, your energy is sacred. You feel deeply, you give deeply, and you love deeply. But that also means you can be drained deeply. Envious people often drain you without you realizing it. They may smile in front of you, but inside, their energy carries resentment. And because you are sensitive, you feel it. This is why you must protect your energy like treasure. Not everyone deserves your time. Not everyone deserves your listening ear. Not everyone deserves your heart. You must learn to set boundaries, not from a place of anger, but from a place of self-respect. If someone constantly makes you feel small, if they only approach you to compete or criticize, step back. This is not cruelty. It is self-care. Distance does not mean you hate them. Distance means you love yourself enough not to let their envy poison your soul. Think of your energy as water. You cannot keep pouring into cups that have holes. Protect your flow so you can keep giving to the people who truly value you. Rule 3. Understand, don't absorb. One of the most painful traps for empaths is absorbing envy. When someone resents you, you may immediately think, "What did I do wrong?" You blame yourself, even though you did nothing wrong. This is where you must learn a new skill. Understand envy, but don't absorb it. When envy shows up, pause and say to yourself, "This is their insecurity, not my fault." Understand that their jealousy comes from their wounds, their fears, and their lack of self-love. It is not a reflection of your worth. Imagine someone throwing mud at a mirror. Does it mean the mirror is dirty inside? Number. It only means the dirt is coming from outside. You are that mirror. Their envy is the mud. It does not define you. When you learn to understand envy instead of absorbing it, you protect your heart. You keep your peace. You stand strong in your identity without letting someone else's bitterness seep into your soul. Rule 4. Keep growing. The danger of envy is that it can make you stop moving forward. You may think, "If I succeed more people will hate me. If I grow too much, I'll lose friends." This fear can make you stay small. But that is exactly what envy wants to do. It wants to freeze you. Don't let it. Keep reading, keep learning, keep loving, keep building yourself. Keep walking the path of growth. Remember, the best response to envy is not anger, it is progress. Success with humility is the most powerful way to rise above jealousy. When you continue to grow, you inspire the right people. You attract those who genuinely celebrate you. And most importantly, you fulfill your own potential. Don't let envy block your blessings. Instead, let it fuel your determination. Let it remind you that your life is too valuable to waste on fear of what others think. Stay soft, stay kind, but also stay unstoppable. Your light was meant to expand, not shrink. Rule 5. Forgive, but don't forget. Envy often comes from the people closest to you. Friends, coworkers, even family members. That is why it hurts the most. You may feel betrayed when someone you trust secretly envies you. But here's the hard truth. This is part of life. The key is forgiveness. Not for them, but for you. Holding on to resentment only ties you to their poison. Forgive them because envy is their wound, not your fault. Forgive them because carrying anger will weigh you down. But forgiveness does not mean blindness. You must also remember their behavior. If someone has shown you that they cannot handle your success without envy, be cautious. Don't give repeated chances to people who have proven they cannot celebrate your light. Think of forgiveness as letting go of a heavy stone. You put it down so you can keep walking freely. But you don't go back and pick it up again. You move forward, lighter, wiser, and stronger. Final words. In this chapter, envy will always exist. The brighter you shine, the more it will follow you. But as an empath, you are not powerless. You have the strength to rise above it. Remember, don't dim your light, protect your energy, Understand without absorbing, keep growing, and forgive without forgetting. Your light is rare. Your kindness is rare. Your heart is rare. Do not waste it trying to please those who cannot handle it. Instead, live fully, love deeply, and let your light guide you forward. The world needs your brightness. Never, ever hide it. Chapter 6. Turning Envy into Power. Here is a secret that many empaths do not realize at first. Envy is not a curse. It is a signal. It is a sign of your value. People do not envy the weak. They do not envy those who have nothing to give. Envy does not touch the empty heart, the unfulfilled soul, or the timid spirit. It only appears when someone has something special, something worth noticing. If people envy you, it is proof that your presence, your light, and your energy matter. When you understand this, envy loses its power to hurt you. Instead of feeling sad or guilty, you can see it as confirmation of your worth. That quiet jealousy from another person is not about you doing something wrong. It is about your light shining brightly in a world that sometimes prefers dimness. Your kindness, your patience, your integrity. These things matter more than you think. And when someone envies them, it simply proves they recognize the power you carry. Think of it like this. A tree full of fruit always gets the most stones thrown at it. The stronger the tree, the sweeter the fruit, the juicier the branches, the more likely it is to attract attention. And sometimes, that attention comes in the form of stones. This does not mean the tree is weak or flawed. It simply means the tree is producing something valuable. In the same way, when envy comes your way, it is proof that you are bearing fruit in life. You are growing, giving, and contributing in ways that others notice, even if they cannot appreciate it fully. Turning envy into power starts with perspective. When you see jealousy not as an attack, but as a signal, you can shift your focus from fear to motivation. Instead of shrinking away, you can grow stronger. Instead of dimming your light, you can shine brighter. Instead of letting resentment enter your heart, you can use it as a reminder of the impact you are making. Every envious glance, every whispered criticism, every cold reaction, let it fuel your determination. Let it remind you of your unique gifts and the difference you are creating in the world. Another way to transform envy into power is to stay rooted in yourself. Just like a tree does not move when stones are thrown, you do not need to change who you are because someone else cannot handle your light. Keep your roots deep in self-love, confidence, and purpose. Let your values guide your actions, not the judgments of others. When you stay grounded, envy cannot shake you. It may swirl around you, but it will never control you. Finally, remember that growth attracts envy, but it also attracts admiration, respect, and love. While some may throw stones, many others are quietly inspired by your courage, your compassion, and your authenticity. Focus on these people. Focus on the positive impact you create every day. Use envy as a mirror to see your own progress. See it as a reminder that you are achieving something meaningful, that you are standing tall, and that you are living in alignment with your true self. So, whenever envy comes your way, do not fear it. Welcome it as proof of your value. Let it strengthen your resolve. Let it remind you of the fruit you are bearing. Stay rooted, keep growing, and never stop shining. Your light is rare, and the world needs it now more than ever. Stones will come, but your roots are stronger, your branches higher, and your fruit sweeter than ever. Final words for you. My dear friend, If you are an empath, there is one truth you must carry with you. You will face envy. It is inevitable. People may not always understand you, and some may feel threatened by your light. At times, it may feel confusing, painful, or even unfair. You may ask yourself, why do they treat me this way? What did I do wrong? And the answer is simple. You did nothing wrong. Envy is not a punishment. It is a signal that your presence matters, that your energy is real, and that your gifts are being noticed. Envy, in its strange way, is also a teacher. It teaches you that your light is bright, that your heart is open, and that your way of being is rare. It shows you that you are different in a world that often values masks over authenticity. It reminds you that the qualities you may have always considered simple, kindness, empathy, patience, and love, are actually powerful tools that can influence others, whether they recognize it or not. Envy is merely a reflection of what you carry inside. As you move forward, it is important to protect yourself while still remaining true to who you are. Your heart is precious, and your energy is valuable. Not everyone deserves access to your time or your love. Distance is not cruelty. It is self-care. And when you practice this kind of careful protection, you are not closing off your light. You are sharpening it, keeping it strong, and making sure it continues to shine brightly for the right people and the right moments. I want to remind you here, as I share this on English Achieve, that your journey as an empath is not meant to be easy, but it is meant to be meaningful. You have been given a rare gift, the ability to feel deeply, to love fully, and to understand the hearts of others in ways few can. And the fact that envy arises around you is proof of this gift, not a sign of weakness. Your light disrupts mediocrity. Your calm exposes chaos. Your honesty reveals hidden truths. And while some may struggle with jealousy, others will be inspired quietly by your presence, even if they never say it out loud. Do not be afraid of envy. Walk with strength. Keep your heart open, but also keep your boundaries strong. Let your kindness flow without expectation, but do not allow others' insecurities to steal your peace. Remember, you are not here to fix the jealousy of the world. You are here to live your truth and to shine your light. Every time envy arises, let it serve as a reminder of the impact you are having. Smile quietly, knowing that what they envy is not something superficial. It is the essence of your power. Continue to grow, continue to love, and continue to shine. Nourish your heart, feed your spirit, and keep expanding into the best version of yourself. Your gift as an empath is not a weakness. It is your superpower. And every act of love, patience, and understanding you show strengthens that power further. So, my dear friend, walk forward with confidence. When envy appears, do not let it scare you. Instead, let it remind you, you are unique, you are valuable, and you are strong. Keep shining, keep growing, and let your life be a testament to the power of empathy. And whenever you feel unsure, remember this: you are not alone. There are others who recognize your light and who are quietly learning from your example. In the end, your path as an empath is one of courage and strength. Embrace it fully, protect it fiercely, and let the world see your light, because your light is needed more than ever. When envy comes, smile quietly and know this: you are powerful, you are rare, and your heart is unstoppable.